Days like this, after the season you've had, do you think karma sometimes owes you one?
If I win tomorrow, yes. But I feel I worked for today for sure. It certainly wasn't given to me, but it was close. Absolutely. There was. Yeah, when I crossed the line, I looked straight to the screen and I saw purple, and I was like, all right, that's for me. I've just gone quickest. But I knew Max and I think Lewis was still to come, so I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if it was enough, but when I found out it was, then I think that moment of kind of shock and joy was let out. But believe it or not, I held a lot of it in because I know I got to keep some for tomorrow.
P1 all the way through, man. Does that hurt?
No, I'm just really disappointed because you work as a team really hard to get everything optimized, and then you encounter the same problem as you had in FP2, where as soon as I'm braking, it's locking the rears a lot when I'm downshifting, and when I come off throttle, the engine is just locking the rears as well. So then you have to close your tools, and that's normally not what you want to do in qualifying. It's always going more aggressive to make the car turn over a single time lap. So I was still very surprised in Q3, the first run, that I was in first, because for me it felt really bad compared to, let's say, FP3, FP1.
Is that something that's going to resolve itself when you go back into race settings?
Well, it also came by itself again, so maybe tomorrow it's gone again. Maybe the engine needs a good sleep.
Fantastic turnaround from the lower reaches of the top 10 yesterday to second row of the grid. What kind of a job has the team been able to do for you overnight, and then obviously getting to grips with the different conditions today?
Yeah, lots of changes were made overnight. A lot of analysis. Guys back at the factory working overnight into the early hours until the morning to rectify certain issues that we were having, and really proud of everyone. And immediately when we got into P3, still not perfect, but an improvement. And then we made some great adjustments going into qualifying, and it was good. I was really happy with it.
There's a chance you could take your 5th World Championship tomorrow. What does Lewis Hamilton do tonight to prepare for that? Do you sleep soundly? Do you even dare to think about it?
Nope. I mean, I can. I just not really. That's not particularly a thing that's on my mind. We obviously saw in qualifying in P3 we had some engine issues also yesterday. So I'm just praying for a smooth and safe race, and actually just want to go out there and give it everything.
Is second row of the grid best expectation?
Yeah, I think the Red Bulls were out of reach today, so I was pretty happy with the lap I had. I don't think that there was that much left.
In terms of the race tomorrow, you versus Lewis, second row of the grids, you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Obviously, it's a long way down to turn 1. We have good speed on the straights, so maybe we can do something there.
Is it all about getting the lead at the start, or certainly making up positions at the start?
It's a bit difficult to grab the lead, but who knows what happens. Yeah, we will focus on our start and then go from there, and then if there's an opportunity, I think we go for it. But it's a long race. I think it will be more important to manage the tires later on than making up ground at the start. But sure, if you can, you have to go for it.
It's fun to be fighting inside the top 10 for good results. I mean, happy in the way that we got most out of the car. I feel very pleased and happy about my laps that I produced today. And yeah, another day and another big job to do tomorrow.
Charles, P9, great job today.
Yeah, thank you very much. I thought at one point that we could get P7, which would have been nice, but Renault was too quick today for us. But anyway, happy about the session. Hopefully we can score some good points tomorrow.
Given the resurgence of Renault in these last 2 races, are you disappointed to be in 11th place, or given the free choice of tyres, is it actually not a bad place to be?
No, I think it's good, where we are. We tried to qualify on the harder tyre, on the ultra soft. That didn't work out, but we are on the best position we can be. Really, I think P11 is a good choice. So I have to see who qualified on the hyper soft or not, because that's gonna have a big impact, obviously, for the race. But yeah, so far all goes to plan.
Do you think there was the potential there to get into the top 10, or is this about where you expected?
Well, I think the lap was not perfect today. You know, we had a little bit of understeer, high-speed corners in the last set of tires, and I was not totally happy and proud of the lap. But realistically speaking, I think being P12 is much better than what we thought. And being out of Q1 in the last 4 races, so being 12th tomorrow is a nice starting point. And yeah, the points are a little bit closer than previous races.
You look confident. Car looks good around here. Happy?
Yeah, I mean, it's been going well. Frustrated with that last lap. So we just had one set of hypers, new hypers for Q2. So did a pretty decent banker on a used set, the start of Q2, and then yeah, wasn't as happy with the balance. We didn't quite get the aero balance correct with the track evolution, but then I locked the front into turn 12, and that was the end of going to Q3. I think it was definitely there today without the mistake, but it can happen sometimes. I'm obviously annoyed about it, but Q1 was great. Yeah, small margins, and it's extremely tight in the midfield battle, and you've got to get everything.
Miracles can happen though, as we saw last year in the race. Anything can happen. Is that the best that you can hope for tomorrow, that something miraculous changes overnight?
Yeah, definitely. We hope for the best tomorrow. You know, some Saturday are going amazing, and then Sunday are more complicated, and sometimes the other way around. So let's see.
That was very much expected, and I would still say, well, I like it that it's cooler than yesterday. So again, that's exactly what we were expecting and what we were afraid coming here. At the same time, I have to be direct that I also drove very bad laps, so it's no excuse for that for sure. There is quite a bit of lap time in my lap, but yeah, I mean, still, I don't think we had any possibility to be even close to get through. So that's disappointing, but that's how expected. So.